Shalom, beloved. Thank you to my sister Miriam for leading us last night in our Omer count. We will continue part 2 of the grand jury this week, so consider this an extended cliffhanger. Tonight, on day 1 of the last week of our journey, Chesed within Malchut, we ask ourselves, is there kindness within my kingdom? Is there kindness within our kingdom? And this week, this is how we will orient each day. Is there kindness and love in my and our kingdom? Is there discipline and strength in my and our kingdom? Is there balance and harmony in my and our kingdom? Is there endurance and persistence in my and our kingdom? Is there justice, truth, and shalom in my and our kingdom? Is there a set of principles and a foundation in my and our kingdom? And are the daily actions in my kingdom reflecting Yahweh's kingdom? If you notice what I just did there, then that means you've been following closely on this journey, and Yahweh is proud of you. If not, that's okay too, because Yahweh is still proud of you. Tonight, we focus on the first. Is there kindness and love in my and our kingdom? By the way, the reason I keep saying my and our is because this journey is about above and below. It is about me and about society. It is about us and about society, even if we are doing everything perfectly on our own. If the world around us is broken, we still aren't doing enough. We are here not only to become the best version of ourselves, but to help make the world we live in the best version of itself too. Back to tonight. Let me tell you a bit about why I was unavailable last night. We were sitting Shiva, which means showing up, being present, supporting, and uplifting those who have just experienced loss. And it is one of the most important acts of kindness in our tradition. Sitting Shiva is Chesed within Malchut in its most distilled form. Think about this. Think about what these two words actually mean. Chesed, of course, is overflowing loving kindness, but especially it is the kindness that overflows and is given freely without expectation of return. Malchut is kingdom, it is sovereignty, but it is also the lowest realm, the physical world, where Yahweh's presence dwells among us, the place of pure receiving. Malchut has nothing of its own. It only reflects and holds what is poured into it. So now picture a Shiva house, because every element is there. The mourner cannot give anything back. They are emptied. They are in raw grief. They cannot host you properly. They cannot make conversation. They may not even remember you were there. There is no reciprocity possible. That is why our tradition calls acts done for the dead and their families chesed shel emet, true kindness, because the recipient cannot repay you. This is chesed in its purest, most undiluted form. And it happens in Malchut, meaning not in some elevated, abstract spiritual space, in a physical living room, with food carried through the door by hands like my mother's. The Shekinah, or Yahweh's presence in the world below, is said to hover over the home of a mourner. The kingdom is being built right there on the ground floor of human experience, in the place where someone cannot even stand on their own. But there's one more thing. The 7 days of Shiva mirror the 7 weeks of our Omer journey. When I say the 7 days, that's how long a family is to sit Shiva over someone who they've lost that was close to them. 7 Sepharot, 7 days of Shiva. There's a connection, meaning a mourner walks through Chesed, they walk through Gevurah, they walk through Tiferet, they walk through Netzach, They walk through Hod, Yasod, and Malchut, just like we have been doing. In those 7 days, they experience the 7 Sephirot. We pour love into the broken vessel so that week by week, they can begin to rebuild their own kingdom. So when I asked, is there kindness in my and our kingdom? Sitting Shiva is the question made flesh. It is the test. It is Yahweh saying, here is a person, here is a family who can give you nothing back. Will you show up? Will you still pour? Will you build my kingdom in their living room? In fact, in our daily prayers that we recite, we read, these are the precepts whose fruits a person enjoys in this world, while the principle remains intact for them in the world to come. Honoring parents, acts of kindness, hospitality, visiting the sick, providing for a bride, escorting the dead, prayer, and bringing shalom between neighbors. And Torah study is equivalent to them all. What does this mean? The passage uses the language of finance and agriculture, meaning imagine a tree that produces fruit or capital that generates interest. You can eat the fruit or spend the interest while the tree itself, the principle, remains intact and keeps producing. The teaching is that certain mitzvot work this way spiritually. When you perform them, you get to enjoy the fruits in this world, tangible benefits, blessings, and reward in your earthly life. Meanwhile, the principle of the mitzvah, its full spiritual value, is preserved untouched for the world to come. Olam haba. You don't deplete the reward by enjoying some of it now. That is striking, beloved, because normally what we understand about mitzvot and the mitzvah of Yahweh is that the real reward awaits us in the next world. But there is this category that we've just talked about: honoring parents, acts of kindness, hospitality, visiting the sick, providing for a bride, escorting the dead, prayer, and bringing shalom between neighbors, and Torah study is equivalent to them all. This category is special because it pays dividends both now and later. But why? Why these particular mitzvot? Well, notice what they have in common. They're all about relationships and chesed, overflowing loving kindness. Each of them, honoring parents, chesed, visiting the sick, chesed, hospitality, helping a bride get married, escorting the dead to burial, making peace between people, prayer connects us upward. But most of the list is about how we treat one another. So the logic is intuitive. When you build a world of overflowing loving kindness, you live in that world too. If you visit the sick, someday someone may visit you when you're sick. If you make peace between neighbors, your community becomes peaceful. The fruit you enjoy in this world is partly the world itself becoming better because you acted well in it. And Torah study is equivalent to them all. That final line tells us that Torah study is equivalent to all these combined. It's not saying that the Torah study replaces these acts. It is saying rather that the Torah study is the foundation that leads to and informs all the other mitzvot. It teaches us why and how to honor our parents. It teaches us how and why to visit the sick and pursue peace. It is the root from which the fruit grow. So back to sitting Shiva yesterday. I want to give a shout out to my mom, Ishaya, who spent the day cooking and preparing meals for this beautiful family that we're deeply connected to, a family that has been so instrumental to ours, a family that is blessed and will continue to be blessed beyond measure. At first, when asked, I said I can't go because I have this podcast. And then Yahweh pushed me through my sister. She said, can you please go with mommy to deliver the food and just be there for them? And then I said yes. One could look at this as distraction, which is what I initially looked at it as something taking me off course. But that is the wrong way to look at these mitzvot. Yahweh wants us to run toward these moments, even when it means delaying our study or our teaching. And yesterday, our time with this family was so immensely beautiful. We laughed, we cried, we learned from each other, we were a reflection of each other. And this is what Chesed within Malchut looks like in the real world. It is the car ride to sitting Shiva. It is a pot of food. It is a doorway in a living room where we are experiencing this raw moment together. It is being there for a family that needs you. It is a mother, Ishaya Bat Yahweh, who knew before I did that the kingdom is built in moments like these. Today, I pray each of you chooses the action that pours out overflowing kindness, even when it means interrupting something you believe is more important. Because Yahweh is testing our kingdom to see whether we will do the thing that builds his. Shalom, beloved.
For the sake of the unification of the Kadosh One, blessed be he and his presence, in fear and love to unify the name Yod-He with Waw-He, in perfect unity, in the name of all of Israel. Behold, I am prepared and ready to perform the mitzvot of counting the Omer. As it is written in the Torah, you shall count for yourselves from the day following the day of rest, from the day on which you bring the Omer as a wave offering. The counting shall be for 7 full weeks. Until the day following the 7th week shall you count 50 days, and then offer a new meal offering to Yahweh. May the pleasantness of Yahweh, our Almighty One, be upon us. May he establish our handiwork for us. Our handiwork may he establish. Baruch atah Yahweh Yaoheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sefarat ha'omer. Today is 43 days of the counting of the Omer. May it be your will before you, Yahweh, our Almighty One, and the Almighty One of our fathers, to build the temple speedily in our days, and to grant us our portion in your Torah. For the choir master, a song with instrumental music, a psalm. May Yahweh be favorable to us and bless us. May he make his countenance shine upon us forever, that your way be known on earth, and your salvation among all nations. Let the nations praise you, Yahweh. Oh, let the nations praise you, all of them. Oh, let the nations be glad and sing for joy, for you will judge the nations with equity and lead the nations upon earth forever. Let the peoples give thanks to you, Yahweh, and let the people give thanks to you, all of them. The earth has yielded her increase. May Yahweh, our Almighty One, bless us. May Yahweh bless us, and let us all, the ends of the earth, fear him. We implore you, by the great power of your right hand, release the captive, accept the prayer of your people, strengthen us, purify us, awesome one. Mighty one, we beseech you, guard as the apple of the eye those who seek your oneness. Bless them, cleanse them, bestow upon them forever your merciful righteousness. Powerful Kadosh One, in your abounding goodness, guide your congregation. Only an exalted one, turn to your people who are mindful of your kadoshness. Accept our supplication and hear our cry. You who knows secret thoughts, blessed be the name of the esteem of his kingdom forever and ever. Master of the universe, you have commanded us through Moshe your servant to count Sefarat HaOmer in order to purify us from our evil and uncleanliness. As you have written in your Torah, you shall count for yourselves from the day following the day of rest, from the day on which you bring the Omer as a wave offering. The counting shall be for 7 full weeks. Until the day following the 7th week shall you count 50 days, so that the souls of your people Israel may be cleansed from their defilement. Therefore, may it be your will, Yahweh, our Almighty One, and the Almighty One of our fathers, that in the merit of the Sefarat HaOmer, which I have counted today, the blemish that I have caused, and the Sephirah, Chesed, Shebe, Malchut, be rectified, and may I be purified and set apart with supernal kadoshnas. May abundant bounty thereby be bestowed upon all the worlds. May it rectify our nefesh, our ruach, and our neshama from every baseness and defect, and may it purify and set us apart with your supernal kadoshness. Amen. Salah.
I can't